Hello everyone. Hope you're doing great. So this is Motorsport Progression, and I'm back again with another video. So I just want to talk about the 2025 Australian Grand Prix practice one classification. So Formula One is back basically, and as the fans would know, the first race is in Australia at Albert Park. You know what I mean? So practice one was this morning just a few hours ago. So you had FP1 and FP2, free practice one, and then free practice two. And obviously, with Australia, the times are a little bit awkward from where I am at the moment. But yeah, I managed to just check out the highlights and that, and yeah, I took some notes for you. So let me just dive in straight away to free practice two. The what happened. So in FP2, there was a crash by Oliver Bearman, and that was at turn 10. So a little mistake there. He hit the wall. He broke the wishbone. Broke yeah, the tire. One of the tire. Obviously the tire broke with the wishbone, and there was a red flag. And yeah, so that was the first like kind of big incident of the free practice one session. Then you had obviously the first Australian Grand Prix was in 1996 at this particular circuit, Albert Park, and it was what's the name, won by Damon Hill in the Williams, and Williams have 6 wins already at that circuit, at Albert Park. So I mean they done well at preseason testing, Williams with Carlos Sainz and Alexander Albon, and they'll be looking to find some pace in what's the name, in the they'll be looking to find some pace in the race actually for the Australian Grand Prix. So unsurprisingly, Carlos Sainz put it P2 for Williams, and he was only a tenth and a half of the top time of Lando Norris. And his teammate Alexander Albon was in P6. So it shows that Williams was showing promise in free practice one. But at the end of it all, Lando Norris was first with a time of 1 minute 17 seconds, 17.253 seconds. He only done 21 laps. You know what I'm saying? Okay, moving on. You had yeah. There's also some notes to touch on. You had a debut for Lewis Hamilton, and his history at this circuit, yeah, Albert Park. He's got 8 pole positions and 2 wins. You know, he's got 8 pole positions and 2 wins. Let me see where he finished He finished 12th, just about 8 tenths of the time of Lando Norris, and he done 20 laps. Looking at his teammate Charles Leclerc finished in third. He was just about 2 tenths off. So Ferrari are quite close. They're quite close. They're there and thereabouts. And Charles Leclerc done 21 laps. Okay, now the last win for Hamilton at Albert Park was in 2015, about 10 years ago. And he had a little lockup, the first lockup of the weekend. But, he's just adjusting to the car, and he's getting used to it, step by step. And let's move on to Red Bull. Max Verstappen was yeah, the Red Bull looked quite nimble in the corners, but he had a little wheel. One of his wheels was in the gravel at turn 7. Looking at his teammate Liam Lawson as well. Liam Lawson, he touched the wall. And he even moved the position of one of the cameras. So yeah, Liam Lawson was pushing the limits, to try and get some pace out of the car. And looking at the rookies here, the new drivers that's come this year, you have Isaac Hadjar for the Racing Bulls. He finished in the top 10. He's finished in ninth, so well done to him. Kimi Antonelli, he was about a second off, which is not that bad, you know what I'm saying? In P14. Jack Doohan was in P13. Jack Doohan for the Alpine, he was in P13, and then he was in a he had a little incident in the gravel at turn 7, you know, pushing the limits. Um, his teammate Pierre Gasly in the Alpine as well. He had to yeah, he had a little incident as well, and then you know, he put a little bit of stones on the track, and then the track had to be cleared and or whatever. And then Pierre Gasly, yeah, he's got 150 over 150 Grand Prix starts. Sorry, yeah. And then you got George Russell as well. He was close to a crash as well. He was close to a crash as well. You know what I'm saying? The session had to be red flagged towards the end. And yeah, that was about it. That was most things that happened in FP1. And yeah, so I just want to say to everyone that's watching this video, thank you for your support. Don't forget to show love to the channel, you know, subscribe, like, comment, and share. And also yeah, click on another video, you know, to check out the other content. You know, click on the notification bell. If you got any comments, drop it below and I'll answer you back. And also yeah, always check back on the channel for new content. So yeah, let me give you the actual classification, you know, from number 1 to number 20, you know, the positions. Okay, so in number 1, you got Lando Norris for McLaren. He had a 1 minute 17.252 seconds. He done 21 laps. In second position, you had Carlos Sainz in a Williams. He was about a tenth and a half off with 25 laps. In third position, you had Charles Leclerc. He was about 2/10 off in a Ferrari with 21 laps. In fourth position, you got Oscar Piastri. He was about 4/10 off with 20 laps. In fifth position, you got Max Verstappen, who was about 0.444 seconds off with 21 laps. And then in sixth position, you got Alexander Albon in a Williams. He was 0.461 seconds off with 18 laps. And then in seventh position, you got George Russell in the Mercedes. He was 0.464 seconds off with 26 laps. In eighth position, you got Fernando Alonso in the Aston Martin. He was 0.484 seconds off with 23 laps. In ninth position, you got Isaac Hadjar. In the Racing Bulls, he was 0.595 seconds off with 25 laps. In 10th position, you got Lance Stroll in the Aston Martin. He was 0.805 seconds off with 20 laps. In 11th position, you got Yuki Tsunoda in the Racing Bulls, and he was 0.809 seconds off with 23 laps. In 12th position, you had Lewis Hamilton, who was about 0.819 seconds off with 20 laps. And in 13th position, you got Jack Doohan in the Alpine. He was about just about nearly a second off, 0.98 seconds off with 20 laps. In 14th position, you got Kimi Antonelli in the Mercedes. He was 1.138 seconds off with 25 laps. And then in 15th position, you got Gabriel Bortorello in the Kick Sauber, who was 1.186 seconds off with 22 laps. And in 16th position, you got Liam Lawson in the Red Bull. He was 1.2 seconds off with 22 laps. 17th position, you got Pierre Gasly in the Alpine, who was 1.253 seconds off with 23 laps. In 18th position, you got Nico Hulkenberg in a Kick Sauber, who was 1.334 seconds off with 18 laps. And then you got in 19th position, you got Esteban Ocon in a Haas, who was 1.887 seconds off with 16 laps. And then in 20th position, you got Oliver Bearman, he was 2 seconds off with 12 laps. His session was cut quite short because of the crash that he had. And I'm not sure what setups that Lewis Hamilton had in the Ferrari, but he was about 8 tenths off the quickest time. I'm sure he would have wanted to be much closer to his teammate. So he was about 6 tenths off Leclerc. So he's got some time to find, to have a good weekend. And Liam Lawson is about 1.2 seconds. So yeah, about 8 tenths off his teammate as well, which is quite reasonable. And yeah, that's about it. I mean, Kimi Antonelli would like to get closer to George Russell a little bit. It was about 7 tenths off. That's okay, but the most impressive right now, from FP1, I can see is the Williams. Carlos Sainz, and yeah, and then McLaren looked like the quickest team at the moment. People were saying it from the preseason. McLaren did look like the quickest team, and yeah. So yeah, peeps, I'm gonna wrap it up here. That's the results for free practice one. I just want to say to everyone, thank you for your support. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification bell, like the video, drop your comments below if you got any questions, ask, and share the video on your various social media platforms, and also click on another video to check out different content and more content. Also, you can what you can do is you can come back on the channel, check out new content as well. And yeah, man, I'm gonna wrap it up here. On to the next one. Thank you.